7 foods that destroy your circulation. Today you will discover the 7 foods you should avoid if you have poor circulation. That tingling sensation, heaviness in the legs, swelling and varicose veins, is caused by the deterioration of the smallest blood vessels in your body. And this is becoming increasingly common. Most people experience a worsening of circulation after the age of 50, which can affect quality of life in many ways. What to expect from this video? There are 7 everyday foods that, if consumed regularly, will make your circulation worsen at a faster pace. First, we will get to know these foods, and then we will look at the 5 best natural solutions that science has found to improve and even reverse this condition that affects millions of people worldwide. But before revealing the solutions, you need to understand why certain foods are so devastating to your blood vessels. The first one we will look at may seem harmless, but it is present in almost every meal of the day. Food 1. Refined flours that clog your arteries. First on the list are refined flours, which act like white bricks that gradually accumulate in your arteries. If you wonder why white ones specifically, it is because they are empty. During the refining process, the fiber, nutrients, and minerals are removed. Everything that could have any benefit for you is stripped away. What remains is a lifeless white powder, and that powder quickly turns into glucose and triggers an insulin spike. Insulin is not bad. It is essential. It regulates blood sugar and allows glucose to enter cells to give us energy. The problem is that with the excess of refined flours and sugars, over time cells become resistant to insulin, and then glucose is stored as fat in the abdomen and around the organs. This visceral fat releases inflammatory substances that damage the walls of your arteries, causing them to harden and lose their ability to dilate. The vicious cycle of white flours. White bread, white rice, pasta, sugary cereals, crackers and cakes all contain these refined flours that inflame your body and worsen your circulation. On top of that, these products are addictive. Once you start, it is hard to stop, because they do not satisfy you. Your body desperately seeks the nutrients it needs, but cannot find them in these foods, and the cycle repeats. More white bread, more glucose, more insulin, more visceral fat, more inflammation, and worse circulation. If you do not believe it, run an experiment. Eliminate refined flours from your diet for just 1 week. Replace them with truly whole grain options with all their nutrients intact, and see if you notice fewer cravings, more energy, less fatigue, and even an improvement in the swelling of your legs and feet. The next food on the list will surprise you, because it hides in something you probably consider healthy. You are about to discover how it acts like tiny microscopic knives inside your blood vessels. Food 2. The oxalates hidden in healthy foods. In second place, we have foods rich in oxalates, substances that hide in many healthy foods and act like tiny microscopic knives capable of damaging your circulatory system. Think of small crystals irritating the interior of your blood vessels, which can trigger a series of negative reactions, increasing inflammation and damaging the delicate tissue of the arteries. Oxalates and other anti-nutrients are a controversial topic, but the truth is they do not have to be a problem. How to neutralize oxalates without losing their nutrients? Many healthy everyday foods are rich in these compounds. We just need to know how to minimize or even eliminate their absorption. Spinach, for example, is very rich in oxalates, but if you steam it for 8 minutes, the heat will eliminate most of them. The problem is not spinach itself, but how we prepare it. And not only that, spinach and other foods rich in oxalates, such as Swiss chard and almonds, are also very rich in other nutrients that are highly beneficial for your circulation, such as magnesium and potassium. These minerals help regulate blood pressure, relax blood vessel walls, and maintain good blood flow. So oxalates do not have to be your enemies. If you are going to eat spinach or Swiss chard and are concerned about these substances, simply cook them. And if you are going to eat almonds, the trick is to soak them overnight so they lose these anti-nutrients. Now that you know how to handle oxalates, the stickiest substance on this list is coming up next. It literally sticks to your arteries like chewing gum, and can stay there for years. You will want to know where it hides. Food. 3. Trans fats that stick to your arteries. In third place, we have a sticky problem. Trans fats. You have probably noticed that there are gums that stick to everything and there is no way to remove them. That is how trans fats work inside your arteries, like hardened chewing gum stuck to the inside of a pipe. The long-term consequences of these fats are not yet fully known because they are a relatively recent invention, born in a laboratory as an attempt to improve the appearance and shelf life of foods. The goal was to make crackers last longer, to keep French fries crispy for longer, and the result was substances that accumulate in cells and tissues, creating inflammation and blocking circulation. What trans fats do to your cholesterol. The difference compared to refined flours is that trans fats do not dissolve easily. They do not go away. Traces of these substances can remain for years, slowly clogging and altering blood flow. When you consume trans fats, you raise your LDL levels, the bad cholesterol. But that is not all. They also reduce HDL, the good cholesterol, which has the function of cleaning your circulatory system. In other words, you create an environment where bad cholesterol accumulates unchecked, and good cholesterol cannot do its job. Trans fats hide mainly in ultra-processed foods, crackers, margarine, French fries, frozen foods, and even in industrial breads and pastry products. So if you want a healthy circulatory system, the ideal is to eliminate trans fats from your diet. When buying processed foods, read the labels and look for words like partially hydrogenated or hydrogenated. You have already seen 3 powerful villains, but the next one is perhaps the most addictive of all. Science confirms that it acts directly as a toxin on the cells lining your blood vessels, and it is hiding in places you would never imagine. Food 4. The sugar that corrodes your arteries from within. In fourth place, we have sugar, which releases dopamine, that happiness and pleasure hormone that hooks us and draws us in like a magnet. The harsh reality is that sugar acts as a toxin on endothelial cells, the thin layer lining your blood vessels. Over time, sugar inflames and corrodes the walls of your arteries and veins, and the result is that blood flow slows down, the heart has to work harder to pump blood, and the risk of hypertension and other cardiovascular diseases increases. The invisible enemy hiding on food labels. But that is not all. We know that over time, sugar can lead to pre-diabetes and diabetes, and one of the main damages that appears here is peripheral vascular disease, which affects the blood vessels of the legs and feet. The problem with sugar is that it hides in many foods, from sugary drinks and desserts to packaged products, breakfast cereals, and commercial sauces. We are facing an invisible enemy that camouflages itself in foods we believe are innocent. But once you become aware of this, you can defeat it by choosing natural options with no added sugar. In your kitchen, you can replace sugar with healthy alternatives like dates or red berries, which will sweeten your life just as much without the negative consequences of sugar. The key is to gradually learn to enjoy natural flavors and build a healthy relationship with food, one in which you are not dependent on sugar to feel good. Now we come to a substance that many people consume thinking that, in small amounts, it is harmless. What happens inside your body when you drink it will surprise you. Food 5. What alcohol does to your arteries. Before we look at the 5 foods that help improve your circulation, we have alcohol. What happens with this liquid is that at the moment of consumption it can generate a sense of well-being and relaxation, but the reality inside your body is very different. Alcohol is activating your sympathetic nervous system, your stress response. With alcohol, the heart starts beating faster, blood pressure rises, and the liver works overtime to eliminate it. This liquid triggers a series of negative reactions that corrode your arteries. First, it weakens them, making them more prone to damage and inflammation, turning them into something like thin fabric that frays easily. And then it promotes the formation of clots that block blood flow and raise cardiovascular risk. The truth about occasional alcohol consumption: sometimes we fool ourselves with the false idea that only large amounts of alcohol are harmful, but the damage accumulates over time, even if you only consume alcohol occasionally. The good news is that the body has a great capacity for regeneration. If you stop consuming alcohol daily, you will give your body a break. Of course, having a glass of wine or a beer at an event with friends does not need to make a difference. What we are talking about here is the daily consumption of this toxin. Remember that the best gift you can give your blood vessels is to stop sabotaging them with harmful substances and start nourishing them with the foods we will now discuss. There are still 2 more harmful foods you need to know about before we get to the solutions. The next one is consumed by millions of people every day and is silently destroying the blood vessels of the legs from within. Food 6. Excess. Salt that hardens your blood vessels. In 6th place, we have excess salt, one of the greatest silent enemies of your circulation. The problem is not salt itself, which in adequate amounts is essential for the functioning of the body, but the excess we unknowingly consume every day. When you ingest too much sodium, your body retains water to dilute it, and this accumulation of fluid increases the volume of blood circulating through your veins and arteries. The direct result is increased pressure on the walls of the blood vessels, which over time become stiffer, thicker, and less able to dilate. The salt hidden in processed foods. And the worst part is that most of the salt we consume does not come from the salt shaker, but from processed foods. Deli meats such as sausage, ham, and bologna, processed cheeses, packet soups, ready-made sauces, snacks, and even sliced breads contain alarming amounts of sodium that go unnoticed. This constant excess progressively hardens the walls of your arteries, impairing circulation in the legs and feet, and increasing the risk of hypertension and varicose veins. The solution is not to eliminate salt completely, but to replace ultra-processed foods with fresh ingredients and season your food with natural herbs like oregano, rosemary, and turmeric, which in addition to being flavorful, have anti-inflammatory properties that benefit your circulation. We have now reached the last villain on this list, and it is perhaps the most underestimated of all. It is present in drinks that most people consume every day thinking they are doing themselves good, but which are actually dehydrating their blood vessels and thickening their blood from within. Food 7. Industrial beverages that dehydrate your blood vessels. In 7th and final place among the circulation villains, we have industrial beverages, especially sodas, boxed juices, and energy drinks. These beverages combine 2 problems already seen on this list: sugar in excessive amounts and chemical additives such as artificial colorings, preservatives, and flavorings. Together, these compounds create an inflammatory environment inside your blood vessels, increase blood viscosity, and make it harder for blood to circulate through the veins and arteries of the legs and feet. The effect of these beverages on blood viscosity. In addition, many of these beverages have a diuretic effect, meaning they make your body eliminate more fluid than you take in, leading to chronic dehydration that thickens the blood and forces the heart to work harder to pump it. Thicker blood circulates with more difficulty, especially in the veins of the legs, where gravity already makes it harder for blood to return to the heart. The simplest and most powerful solution is to replace these beverages with pure water, natural unsweetened teas, or lemon water, which in addition to properly hydrating the tissues, help keep the blood at the ideal consistency for healthy and efficient circulation. Now that you know the 7 villains, it is time to discover your allies. The first of them is a small bulb with an arsenal of substances that can completely transform the health of your blood vessels. You probably have it in your kitchen right now. Solution 1. Garlic and its arsenal against inflammation. These foods improve the health of your arteries and are packed with nutrients, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory properties that will help you strengthen the walls of your blood vessels and improve your circulation. First, we have garlic, a small bulb with an arsenal of substances to combat inflammation in your arterial walls, dissolve clots, and keep your blood flowing more easily. We are looking at a natural antibiotic, a natural detoxifier, and a powerful ally for your arteries and veins. Garlic contains allicin, a sulfur compound that gives it that distinctive aroma and acts as a potent anti-inflammatory. It helps to think of inflammation as a fire in the body, a blaze that consumes oxygen, damages tissues, and obstructs circulation. Allicin helps put out that fire, calming inflammation and allowing blood to circulate more freely. How to consume garlic for maximum benefit. But it is not just allicin. Garlic is a natural multivitamin containing vitamin C, vitamin B6, selenium, and other minerals that strengthen your defenses and protect your circulation. In addition, garlic is also known to help prevent the formation of clots. This plant helps blood flow without obstacles and protects your heart. And not only that, garlic also has the ability to relax the walls of blood vessels, a vasodilatory effect that helps reduce blood pressure. To consume it, you can incorporate it into your daily meals. 1 clove of raw garlic per day, crushed or minced, waiting 10 minutes before consuming it so that enough allicin is released. You have just discovered the first powerful food for your circulation. But the next one is a red jewel full of antioxidants that fights free radicals and dilates your blood vessels. Are you already eating it in the right way? Solution 2. Pomegranate and the power of polyphenols. In second place, we have a red jewel, an antioxidant treasure with extraordinary power for circulation, pomegranate. This fruit has a tough and rustic exterior, but inside it hides countless small red seeds, each of them full of nutrients and antioxidants. Pomegranate contains punicalagins, a type of polyphenol that acts to protect the cells of your blood vessels and also fights free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage DNA and accelerate the aging of veins and arteries. But that is not all. The punicalagins in pomegranate not only protect your arteries from oxidative damage, but also have a vasodilatory effect, improving blood flow and reducing blood pressure. The right way to consume pomegranate every day. In addition, pomegranate is rich in vitamin C, which strengthens the immune system and helps repair damaged tissue, and contains potassium, which regulates blood pressure and helps prevent fluid retention. To get the maximum benefit from pomegranate, it is recommended to eat the seeds fresh rather than as juice. Remember that when you squeeze them, you remove the fiber, which is so valuable for your body. The recommended dose is 1 medium pomegranate per day. Now let us venture into traditional Indian medicine to discover a yellow superfood with enormous power for the health of your circulation. But there is one essential trick without which it barely works at all. You will want to know what it is. Solution 3. Turmeric that extinguishes the fire of inflammation. We now enter traditional Indian medicine to discover a yellow superfood with great power for the health of your circulation. Turmeric. An intensely colored spice that has been used for millennia and acts like a golden balm that helps relieve inflammation, protect the heart, and improve blood flow. Its active ingredient, curcumin, has very interesting anti-inflammatory potency. It acts by calming inflammation, especially chronic inflammation, which is the primary enemy and one of the main causes of circulatory problems. The secret of black pepper that multiplies the effects of turmeric. But, and this is the key point, for curcumin to truly be active, it must be absorbed by the body. And here it has been found that turmeric alone is not enough. It needs a traveling companion, something that helps it enter the cells. And that companion is black pepper, a spice that contains piperine and enhances the absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. So if you consume turmeric, always make sure to combine it with a little bit of black pepper. It is a perfect duo that will multiply its benefits. To integrate turmeric into your daily routine, you can add it to stews, soups, and sauces. You can even prepare a delicious golden milk, a warm drink with turmeric, black pepper, and almond milk. There are still 2 powerful roots left on this list. The next one has an intense red color, a sweet and earthy flavor, and can even improve your physical performance if consumed at the right time. Discover how to make the most of it. Solution 4. Beetroot that opens and cleanses your blood vessels. In 4th place is beetroot, a root of intense red color with a sweet and earthy flavor that hides great potential for your circulation. This root is a true gift for your cardiovascular system. It helps revitalize blood flow, cleanse the arteries, and strengthen the heart. Beetroot is an exceptional source of nitrates, natural compounds that, when ingested, are converted into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes and dilates the walls of blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more easily while also reducing blood pressure. But beetroot does not stand out only for its nitrates. It is also a rich source of antioxidants such as betaine and vitamin C, which protect cells from oxidative damage and premature aging. In addition, it contains fiber, potassium, and folic acid, essential nutrients that contribute to good cardiovascular health. Whole beetroot or juice, the best way to consume it. A note about beetroot: both the juice and eating it whole have the same impact on improving blood flow. For this reason, my recommendation is to eat it whole whenever possible, so we benefit from its fiber as well. But if you are an active person, beetroot juice half an hour before exercise has been shown to improve performance without the free sugar problem that juices generally have, since a large part of its fructose will be used at that moment by your muscles. This is a good example of how physical activity, whether strength training or simply walking at a brisk pace, will cause the same action that in a sedentary person would have completely opposite consequences, such as the accumulation of fat in the liver and abdomen, to have very different effects for those who remain active. We have reached the last and perhaps most surprising food on this list. A millennia-old spice capable of making your arteries more flexible in just a few weeks. But there is one fundamental detail you need to know before using it. Solution 5. Cinnamon that makes your arteries more flexible. In fifth place, we have cinnamon, a millennia-old spice with potent effects on our blood vessels. Cinnamon has been proven to reduce the stiffness of artery walls to such an extent that in studies, when we consume it consistently over a few weeks, blood pressure decreases. But that is not all. Consuming 1.5 grams of Ceylon cinnamon per day has been shown to lower our levels of triglycerides and LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, in the blood. The combination of these effects, helping to clear the arteries of cholesterol and triglyceride buildup and reducing the stiffness of your blood vessel walls, means that cinnamon can help you not only improve the distribution of oxygen and nutrients throughout your body, but also improve the health of your arteries and veins to give you the best possible circulation. Ceylon, cinnamon, or cassia cinnamon. Be careful with your choice. Now you should know that there are 2 types of cinnamon: Ceylon cinnamon, which has these benefits, and cassia cinnamon, which is more commonly found in stores and is toxic in high doses. There is a video that shows the difference between the two and how to take advantage of the benefits of this fascinating spice. Take good care of yourself.